Welcome to the case review of Costa Vega. We just finished what was an explosive episode, pun obviously intended. Yeah, man, oh my God, there was just so much good stuff in that one. Who wants to go first? Yeah, I'll go first. I haven't gone first in a while. So, okay, let me think about this here for a second. There were so many incredible moments in this. Okay, first of all, Drac. The handling of Justin not saving the woman at the art gallery, that was like masterclass stuff. That was all fantastic. And Caitlin, there were a lot of great moments in this one, but the Annie's final fight, the whole that was so much fun. Oh my God, I absolutely just love it.
Oh my God, she's gotta get scrappy. Yeah. She's not always good at stuff, but she can find her way out.
I could picture it so clearly, that whole thing while Justin's running around like saving people on the boats. It's like Annie's just like duking it out with this other person in the parking lot, and it was so fantastic. So it was just like, yeah, and I mean, there were so many other great moments in this one, just like all throughout it. It's like moments with Sheriff Botero and just all along like the chase and Justin picking up the guy and throwing him onto the dock off of his boat.
We don't have time for this.
And like the suit coming back to play like parts over and over again. That was incredible.
So
like,
good.
Like it meant something in the art gallery, and then you used the tie, and like all of that was just like so awesome. So it's like, those are my stars. I could give out 20 more, but I'm just gonna say that. And wishes, it's like, just have fun with the next episode, because I couldn't ask for anything more. Everything is perfect. It's like, this, it's like, it feels like a well-oiled machine now. It's like Justin and Annie. It's like and Sparkle. I hate these.
That's why we make you do them.
Yeah. Okay. Sparkle. This one, I'm gonna like this one. Like it came out in a little bit of a different order. Like, you split the party in places I didn't kind of expect and stuff like that. and I sort of, I'm happy with myself for finding like things that could tie together. So when Annie went to the baseball field, like the only thing she learned there was, sort of like that sometimes the wife comes with him.
Yeah.
And now we know that the wife was the killer.
It made me
because
think.
you
It made me think.
Yes, you said, you were like, oh, he's got a pattern. And now, like, who would know his pattern?
Exactly.
It's like,
and his wife only comes sporadically. Well, she didn't come with. Yeah, it did. That made me think of her.
She didn't come with, and so she could have been hiding and stealing the bat, and then Justin like spotting like the car with the silver car coming away, and it was like finding a use for the silver car later and stuff. Like, it was like it all kind of came together of its own accord, and like even with all the splitting and party that I didn't expect, it was just like it all felt really good and together. Like I could picture it like an episode, like I was watching it on TV. Who wants to go next?
I could take it. Just it was already said, but Drac, literally the king of props, of bringing them back around and making everything have a use. Like whether it's an action scene or like just a small note, or like, oh, I will use this for a social thing. This like joke that I implemented, like this will now become part of like. But now you do it every episode, but this one was so good because it got 3 beats. Like it was phenomenal. It was so good. Also just Justin being like, I'm gonna wear a suit on my broken down boat. Like I'm gonna so funny and so correct. And yes, absolutely. And like Rick said, dealing with the not saving the woman and like being able to commit to the zero and like, okay, yes, how do we move forward and all of that was just so good. And so I don't know, it's very fun seeing not that these guys aren't multifaceted, but like we play in like a lighter genre, and so getting to like play to more stressed emotions in a genuine way, as opposed to like, I don't know, there's like the more comedy bit of like the lower frequency, the like intensity was very good. And it's very fun getting to watch you like pull out like all those threads that I've played dramatic stuff with you before, so you getting to like pull those out a little bit like in this more like comedy thing is phenomenal. And then Rick, just like same thing, the pacing is always, I know I say it every day, the pacing is always so good. And like we split and we know it's gonna cause problems, but you find a way to build it in anyways. And that is, yeah, absolutely should have been your sparkle. That was so good. Making it hit and making it all like tie together, and that like we didn't go back. I almost called the wife again. Like I almost called her, but then other stuff was happening. So, but even though we didn't talk to her again, you set her up at the beginning, and her coming back at the end still wrapped in, and it didn't feel out of left field. Like it still was like we had enough. 1, 2, 3. We had the set of 3 beats, and it all felt good and excellent. So I love that. I'm very excited. It's just I had a great time. Also, Principal Botera, like I knew I'm sorry, we're gushing so bad. We talked about this at the very beginning before the show of like maybe there would be some sort of like anti-cop person in a sheriff's seat, and that wasn't the setup. And so like as soon as we found out that the actual sheriff was going to get out, I was like, oh, I wonder if that character is going to become like implemented. And then you brought back Principal Botera, and I was like, I'm actually going to cry. Like, I'm actually going to cry about this. And the card.
The card. Oh.
Weeping, wailing, tearing up. Oh my God, that was so good. And also, I'm completely in love with Gina Torres, so I'm so happy that she's back.
When you gave her the business card,
you knew
we were doing that episode all the way back when I was like, and then she keeps that forever.
Yeah, I'm so happy. So there you go. So start a drac for that then for influencing Annie.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wishes. Again, I'm just excited to play. I'm just excited to play and be ridiculous. It's so fun to get to do all of this weird stuff and like, I don't know, getting to be these guys. I just can't wait to do it. I can't wait to do it next week. Sparkle. I don't know. I love it when Annie is being smart, and it's like actually because I figured something out. Like, like, cause you know, sometimes I have to like roll to like find stuff, but then like when my actual brain can put something together and be like, oh yeah, Annie's really smart, so she could put this together too. It's very fun. I did that a lot with Bunny, where I would be hitting way out of my league, like trying to be like, I have this idea, but then like I can't back it up with the dice. And so getting to like have a smart idea and like implement it for real with Annie is always very fun. So that's
like those are my favorite moments where like, you know, your character takes you in a different direction than you know you would go yourself, because like your character just, you know, you can think of it, but they can't, and the dice just won't let it.
Won't let it follow through. You can have ideas, there's no follow through. So yeah, that was very fun picking up the and I know it didn't end up being the boat, but I'm gonna still throw a sparkle at myself for what was the 4, the
oh my God, when you did the payday 4 thing, and it was like I just kind of picked that name at random. So when you
I saw your face and I realized that it
sounded so perfect, and I was just like, oh.
No, I know.
I was like, oh, I should have thought about that more, I guess.
I knew it didn't end up being the resolution, the exact one, but I thought I'm going to give myself a sparkle for that because I think that was really clever.
It was great. Oh my God. I wish I had realized. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, Drac.
Anyway, sorry. Back to Management. Go. I just love it here.
Yes. Star for Rick, of course. I feel like we say this every single episode, but I think this is the best episode so far. Pacing was incredible. I legitimately was at the edge of my seat every single moment of this episode, which was great because that's kind of like the vibe of it. Especially when you were like, I think the moment you were like, this murder is happening 1 hour 57 minutes. I was like, okay, whoa, we have a time limit. We've never had a time limit before, and that put me in like edge of my seat immediately. No, it was incredible. First of all, this kind of serial killer motive, the numbers, man, it's just a really cool concept. It was really cool. I don't know if Caitlin sent it to you, but Caitlin like showed me like some like ideas and stuff. They sent me a picture of it during the session.
I did that. I can show you guys. You writing down my like crazy
theories on like sports and store.
I was looking at the
transport.
Fibonacci sequence. I was like, okay, Fibonacci is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Like I was like, where are the numbers? I was losing it a little bit over here. So
it was so good.
The problem is she's just way too smart. Like she's I'm not that smart.
I was looking at the Polybius code. I was like ciphers. I was looking at the. No, oh my gosh! Sorry, continue.
It's actually not bad because we did use the Fibonacci sequence to determine certain things about Cadrax's regenerations in power play and power play. Like that was like, yep. So it was like, but that was Sam DeLev's idea.
Sam's rubbing off. I've been playing too many games with them.
But yeah, no, that's definitely start there. Again, bringing the principal back, having her have the card. Philly broke me, and I was like, yeah, Justin's gonna have the same reaction. Cause that is like Oh, so good. God, for Caitlin, obviously the slapstick fight was just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I also loved I don't know, because I feel like there's always like a really good give and take whenever they're working together. But I thought it was really cool. They're very subtle, and without even any really real words of Annie taking over when they saw that Justin was kind of like shutting down. I really enjoyed that. I really liked that, and especially when it was the more obvious part of it was when like Justin wasn't saying anything, but we had Annie kind of doing the monologue that Justin would have done. I really liked that. God, what else? Wish. I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know what I want to. I wish for just for that. I can't wait for the next episode. It's gonna be incredible, no doubt. Sparkle. I don't know. I gave myself the sparkle, so I give myself another one after this. But I do like that. Me just off the top of my head being like, he's wearing a suit. He thinks he's a big deal now, so he's gonna wear a suit to be fancy, and then actually being useful.
Getting to pay
like,
it off. Not that it was useful, it's that you paid it off. Like,
yeah,
so good.
Yeah, because like as I was going in, I was like, because I was still going off the mindset of like, obviously we've done this before, but like walking like you own the place, walking like you're meant to be here. And I was like, I'm literally dressed like I'm meant to be here. So like kind of I figured it out in that moment.
So good.
And then after that, I'll be honest, my secret is that I'm always looking for something to use. Like at every given moment, I'm constantly looking for something to use. And like in that moment with the like when I asked, do I have to hold it forward? That was like me being like, okay, maybe I can find something on this boat to hold it in place. And then when Rick was like, let's say for this boat you do have to hold it forward, that's when I was like,
immediately,
great way to use my thing I'm wearing already.
Caitlin's like, sometimes you have to hold them forward. I'm like, okay, well then that's definitely what we're doing.
Usually on smaller boats, but but it's okay. I think it was very good and fun. You got to use the tie.
Oh, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we are over time. Do you have more?
No, that's it. That was it.
All right. So honestly, I could gush about this one for like an hour, but this was great, and thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you next time for the final case review of Costa Vega. See you then.